Welcome everyone to Western Mass News Digital Edition. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Amanda Martin Ryan. The night before Thanksgiving is known as a night of reunion and celebration, with many people going back to their hometowns.
We spoke with one bar owner from Chicopee who's preparing for a busy night ahead. Bill Stetson, owner of the Rumble Seat Bar and Grill in Chicopee, says tonight is their busiest night of the year. Stetson explains that everyone being back home has become a tradition to catch up with family and friends.
He says that nights like these play a big role in keeping businesses alive during this time of the season. Reminds everyone the importance of using a ride service or getting a designated driver if planning to partake in tonight's festivities.
More than 82 million Americans are heading to their holiday destinations this week as one of the busiest travel times of the year continues. The roads are already busy as we start the evening commute. AAA projects that people traveling by bus, train, and cruise will rise nearly 8.5%, which covers about 2.5 million travelers. They recommend leaving early and staying alert for construction, crashes, or weather delays. Remember to slow down and move over for both emergency responders and any stopped vehicles. AAA also notes that 73 million Americans will be traveling by car this Thanksgiving, representing 90% of all holiday travelers.
A suspect from a stabbing incident in Holyoke has been arrested. Holyoke Police Chief Brian Keenan announced detectives arrested 36-year-old Ismael Ocasio on Tuesday in connection with the stabbing that occurred the previous evening. Police had originally responded to the area of Cabot Street for a possible stabbing. He was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Detectives were able to locate Ocasio near the intersection of Main and Spring Streets, where he was arrested. He was found with crack cocaine, and he now faces multiple battery and drug-related charges.
An investigation continues today after 3 people were found dead at a Springfield house Tuesday morning. Police were called to State Street near Ionia Street around 10 a.m., finding 2 men and a woman stabbed inside the house. Western Mass News reached out to the Hamden DA's office for more information, but we haven't heard back. Right now, we still don't know who the 3 people are, their relations to one another, or if any of them lived inside the home or where the crime took place. Springfield police responded to our request for information, only telling us that there's no threat to the public.
Now to the latest on Monday's deadly fire in North Adams. A 44-year-old man was back in court this morning answering to murder charges. Just yesterday, he was there facing arson charges. DA's office says Darius Hazard confessed to attacking his elderly parents inside their house, telling authorities he then set the house on fire and drove off. The parents were found dead inside. Police then tracked Darius Hazard to a Walmart and arrested him. The medical examiner's office says his parents died from smoke inhalation. Now, we had a crew in North Adams today for the arraignment, so we'll have the latest coming up on Western Mass News at 4.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Turning out to be a mild day today. Look at this 3 o'clock number out at Westover, 59 degrees. It has been a nice day overall. A lot of clouds, but we did see a little bit of sunshine as well, with temps right up near 60. Lots of 50s across the area. So a dry day for the most part as well. We are going to be tracking some showers for this evening. That's the leading edge of a cold front that's going to be moving on through, and that'll bring in colder, more seasonable temperatures for your Thanksgiving tomorrow. Blustery, dry, and again, seasonable. We'll see a little bit of sunshine, especially the first half of the day, but those clouds will have a tendency to fill in late morning and into the afternoon. Cold, windy Friday with a few flurries, maybe even a snow shower or two, especially across the hills and higher terrain. And then it looks like the end of the week, late Sunday, Sunday night, the long weekend will end with some rainfall as an area of low pressure heads our way. But at that time, the cold air will be retreating. We're tracking some showers off to the west across New York State and Pennsylvania. They're still probably a couple hours away, but that's the leading edge of the colder air that's going to be draining in overnight tonight on gusty winds out of the west. So let's check out your 24 at 7 o'clock this evening. Temperatures hanging out in the 50s pretty much through most of the evening. Then the showers will move through between about 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., maybe an embedded downpour. Behind that, the wind swings around into the west, and that colder air begins to drain in, and we'll have some clearing as well. In fact, I think to start our Thanksgiving, we should start with quite a bit of sunshine. Then late morning into the afternoon, we'll go partly to mostly cloudy with gusty breezes. Notice temps start in the middle and upper 30s, but they don't go up much tomorrow. They'll top off in the mid 40s as we go partly to mostly cloudy. But again, tomorrow we are staying dry. It's Friday that we could see a few flurries and maybe even a few snow showers across the area, especially in the hills. So for your Thanksgiving, sun in the morning, mostly cloudy in the afternoon, windy, wind chills actually in the 30s with highs Probably low to mid 40s for a lot of us as we have this upper level low over eastern Canada bringing in that northwesterly flow. It's going to kick up the lake effect snow showers, and a few of these streamers may make it into western Mass, especially across the hills and higher terrain. Highs on Friday, 30s for most of us, maybe getting to about 40 in Springfield. And in terms of snow totals from the snow showers, next to nothing in the valley, but again, there could be some flakes in the air. The hill towns, higher terrain, places like Worthington, Cummington, Blandford, you get up towards Ashfield, up over 1,000 feet. That's where we could see perhaps a coating to an inch, maybe an inch and a half of snowfall. Of course, this has been pretty common so far this month with that northwesterly flow. Your Saturday, the wind is a little lighter, but still blustery with high temperatures right around 48. The cold air retreats in time for rain late Sunday into Sunday night. Monday looks dry, but here comes the cold for the middle and latter half of next week, and that may come with a snow chance along about Tuesday or Wednesday. Something to watch as we head into December. All right, that's a look at your forecast. We'll see you again at 4 o'clock. Amanda and Chris, back to you.
And thank you. It's no surprise that millions of Americans are flying during Thanksgiving weekend. Some passengers visiting family or friends want to bring food with them.
TSA says baked goods, meats like turkey and ham, they're fine in your carry-on. Stuffed casseroles, cooked macaroni, cheese in a pan, fresh fruit and vegetables, candy and spices, all okay. And some other items are allowed, but only in your checked-in bags. Who brings macaroni in a pan?
And who would have thought all of that is okay?
I'm bringing the turkey.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for today's Western Mass News Digital Edition.
Be sure to tune in to Western Mass News on ABC 40 soon. Have a great day.